5 ways to increase your value. Number 5. Self-improvement. Take a look at whatever it is you do and try to improve it. Start wherever you are at with the goal to become better. For example, if you do not exercise at all, try taking small steps to improve your overall health. Maybe walk for 10 minutes each day and increase the amount of time you walk by 2 minutes every 2 weeks. Try joining a gym and working out 4 to 5 days a week. Start with something that is maintainable and slowly increase it. If you are already in the habit of exercising, try finding small, gradual ways to improve your level of health. Maybe increase the duration or intensity of your current workout program, or maybe improve your diet. Research ways to eat better, cut out fried foods, or slowly decrease the amount of junk food you eat during the week. Try finding ways to improve your mental focus. Perhaps try meditation, starting with 5 minutes a day and working your way up to 15 minutes a day. Maybe try doing mental exercises like Sudoku or crossword puzzles. It doesn't matter what you improve as long as you are doing something every day to get better. Miyamoto Musashi said, "Step by step, walk the 1,000-mile road. Today is the victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is the victory over lesser men." This essentially means your current goal is always to be better every day. Do this every day, and you will steadily increase your value. Number 4. Enhance whatever supports you. Look around you and determine what helps support you in any way. It could be your own living environment. Find ways to clean that environment or make it more comfortable for yourself. Maybe decorate to make it aesthetically pleasing, or add more plants to bring more life to your surroundings. Or the thing that supports you can be the place that you work. Because this is the environment that supplies a means of income for you, you can find ways to make that place of employment better. Find ways to make it more likely that your job will flourish. It could also be your transportation. You can spend the time to make your car operate a little better. Get a tune-up, maybe an oil change, or maybe even just take it to the car wash. Sometimes what supports you may be the people in your life. Take the time to show appreciation to the people in your life who bring you value. You don't have to wait for a holiday or a birthday to send a loved one a small gift or a card in the mail just because. When you find ways to support things or people who support you, you increase your foundations of support. Robert F. Kennedy once said, "The purpose of life is to contribute in some way to making things better." If you choose to make your support network better, this will greatly increase your value. Number 3, become reliable. There is no greater value than the value of reliability. When people can count on you, you cease to be just another option, and you become an asset. The first person chosen for any task is always the person who is most likely to get the job done. Being reliable means that you put a priority on showing up on time and making every minute count. Paying attention to detail to make sure that the quality of your work is consistent. Mistakes will inevitably happen. But when you are a reliable person, mistakes are less likely to occur on your watch. However, if a mistake is made in your presence, being reliable means you will do everything in your power to correct that mistake. Being reliable is synonymous with being responsible, and being responsible means that you are able to respond. Reliable people take responsibility and find a way to respond to the problem. Confucius once said, "A man who lacks reliability is utterly useless." Being reliable enhances your value exponentially. Number 2, optimization of energy. In every interaction or relationship in your life, there is a cost versus benefit equation. Some relationships offer a benefit but come with a cost. In these situations, you have to analyze the interaction and decide if the benefit outweighs the cost. If this is the case, then it is probably necessary to continue that relationship, at least until you find a relationship that fulfills that same benefit, but either comes with a smaller cost or, optimally, instead of coming with a cost, it comes with an additional benefit. For example, you may have a situation where you work a job that pays you well, but the work is not enjoyable to you, or you find yourself drained of energy when you do this job. In this scenario, you have to decide if the work is worth the pay. In another example, you may have a job where it pays you well and you also enjoy doing the work. In this ideal situation, it is clearly beneficial to continue this relationship. The idea is to be aware of your interactions and how they affect you, and decide the most beneficial scenario for yourself. Sometimes what may seem beneficial may actually come with problems that are not worth the benefits. Warren Buffett once said, "Price is what you pay, benefits is what you get." If you make sure your benefit more often outweigh your cost in life, you will greatly expand your value.
Number 1. Acknowledging your own value. When you acknowledge your own value, your value automatically increases, because when you value yourself, your own mindset, your determination, your ideals, and your goals, you determine how much energy you will put into these assets. Anything that you decide that you want has to be below your own value of self, because otherwise you will subconsciously feel you are not worthy of your goal. Well, this does not mean that you have to believe you are more important than other people. It just means that you understand your value is not only limitless, but it is the one thing that you can control in this life. You cannot control the beliefs of other people, so if you rely on their beliefs of your value will always be at the mercy of other people's opinions. Your value is not determined by what you have. Your value is determined by you. Once you decide your own value, anything you want to achieve is under this value and therefore more likely achievable. Understanding your own value directly affects everyone you come into contact with. If you love someone from a place of believing you are inferior or not worthy of love, you are essentially saying they are worthy of love only from a lesser being. However, if you truly believe your value is limitless, then the limits of the love you give to others is also limitless. If I gotta believe in something, why not believe in me? Ice Cube. Believing your own value is the ultimate way to increase your value.